All right, I think we are just about ready to get going here. I am curious what that poll looks like. Let's see, is it updating correctly? Yep, we've got 2 votes for Slayers so far. We are running today on the Soulbird Guy Twitch channel, the YouTube channel. Hello everyone, hello, welcome. We are running a crew battle between Bombo League participants. It is a themed crew battle. Tonight we have Giants versus Giant Slayers, or Giants versus Slayers. We've got, on the Giants side, it's going to be in order. We're starting off with Bear, and then we've got Optics, Dr. Optics, we've got Alistair, Ro, and last but not least, we've got Adamantort. You can see their characters on the bottom left. We'll be playing Bear on Lox, Dr. Optics on Zetterburn, Alistair on Loxodont, Ro's going to be on Forceburn, and Tito Adamantort is going to be on Orcane. On the Slayer side, we've got Ember on Zetterburn, Bronco on Galvin, we've got Frank on Edelus, we've also got Leo on Edelus, and the last fighter, the anchor of the Slayers, is going to be Smalls on Absa. No particular prizes for the fighters tonight. This one is just a for fun exhibition event. No points on the line. We will be running a tournament not next week, 2 weeks from now, in which the fighters will be doing a double elimination bracket for tonight. We are just doing this for bragging rights. Only one team can win. We are going to be doing traditional crew battle format, which means each player is going to have 3 stocks and 3 stocks only for the entire night. Once they are knocked out, they will be moving on to their teammate, who's going to take their spot. A teammate will have counter pick advantage, and we just keep playing back and forth until there is only one team remaining. So I may have said only one winner, or only one team wins tonight, no prizes for them, but there are prizes for you, the viewers. We are looking pretty strong here, and we haven't even gotten started yet. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you haven't already, we have already started the giveaway. All you have to do is type in !giveaway in the chat. The bot will send you a link to the form that you can fill out. When you fill out that form, you will be entered to win a copy of Rivals of Aether 2. You can enter for yourself, you can enter for your friend. It's 1 entry per person, but you feel free to nominate a friend to win the prize for you by putting in their Steam friend code. You don't have to be watching the stream at the moment of the giveaway, but you do have to be available either on Discord or on Steam sometime tonight after the event is over, so that I can give you your prize. Since there is no way to obtain codes for this game, I do have to manually go in and add you on Steam to give you the prize. So you just have to be available to accept it sometime tonight on Discord or Steam. I will contact you on both. Okay, so I think we've gone ahead and gotten everything out of the way here. We are going to go ahead and get started with our first match of the night. Tonight we are starting with Bear on Loxodont versus Ember on Zetterburn. The first 2 fighters, the first Giant versus the first Slayer. Oh my goodness, we're looking at these votes now. We've got a huge lead for Slayers here. I'll be running that poll all night, see how people are feeling about it. Let's go ahead and swap on over here. I'm going to let these guys know that we are good to go. Here we go. And once the fighters hop in, we're going to go ahead and switch on over. All right, so we are going to go ahead. We're not playing a full best of 3. They are just doing this in order to get the stage picking and banning out of the way. And once they play their match, whoever is out first is out for the rest of the night. We've got Bear versus Ember, Zetterburn versus, or Loxodont versus Zetterburn. Make sure these guys are. I do not have them on the right side, but I can't switch it. So again, we've got the Giant is playing the Giant, the Slayer is playing the Slayer. And let me know if those audios are good. We've got an ad. Oh, what timing. I do apologize for those who cannot see the match right now. I was hoping that the ad would not start immediately. I have them set up to only run every 30 minutes, but please do let me know when an ad starts so that we can hold off and wait for those to clear out. But if they start in the middle of the match, I can't stop them. Oh, okay, thank goodness. Yeah, let me know if an ad runs, and then I will go ahead and clear out that ad so you can... Or I can't clear out the ad, but we will at least pause the action when we can. Yeah, we do see here, it is pretty neck and neck right now. Ember is working on addressing that elephant, but I'm pretty sure we are going to see, we're going to see the lion get addressed here a little bit. Fighting in center stage, we're going to watch out for those magma axe swings here. Play a little bit careful going to center stage. A quick short hop nair. Now we've got him in the mix. That back air is almost going to do it. But we've got the meatball not quite enough. Sending him back with a forward air reverse. And the magma's going to do it. Runs head first into it. The first stock is down here. Now keep in mind, this is a crew battle, so every single stock matters. You want to try to hold out with as many stocks as you can. All right, we are even once again. I see here Pan with a TTV. Koopa, thank you so much for subscribing. Really appreciate it. So far looking pretty good here for Bear. Want to try to hold on. Every single hit counts because every single stock counts. Keeping the lion at bay by using the long range of his axe with his forward tilt. Oh, got him in the air. Those back airs are nasty and sends the lion off stage every time. Just trying to keep his... Oh! An excellent call out to use that forward strong. Almost takes the stock, and the down air is gonna do it. Misses the tech, goes flying into the bottom blast zone. We are up a whole stock here. If Bear can keep this stock, it is going to do massive. It is going to be massively helpful to his team, as he'll be going into the next match with those two stocks if he can keep them. Lands a parry on the full jab combo, which puts him in the cooldown. A little bit of a combo here, and then gets him, back to neutral, but falls off stage. A little bit of shielding back and forth, a little overzealous on the parry, but we've gone ahead and taken the center stage back. Rolls into a forward strong, could have a little bit of a hard time getting back to stage here. Is able to grab ledge and falls into another forward strong. Looking pretty dangerous. Got to watch out for every single forward strong. Is this going to be it? Goes for an up strong, but jumps out of the way just in time. Lands right in front of him with an up special. We're going to... Forward throw is not going to quite do it, but he's in a very dangerous spot here, and that's going to go ahead and do it. Bear is able to hold onto both of his stocks, and Ember is knocked out for the night. All right, let me go ahead and update these scores here. We are down...
You don't deserve power.
We are down at the bottom. We want to be at the top. 1 second here while I update these before we move on. And that is a knockout. And... Yep, that's right. And then we have a Bear victory at... We are still at 70 HP. We're going to go ahead and move back on to the crew battle screen as we set up the next lobby here. Next up, we're going to have Franco playing what I'm assuming is going to be Franco's Galvin versus Bear's Loxodont. Let me go ahead and join their lobby here. Right, keep in mind too that these fighters are all chatting to each other in character through the monster chat on screen. That's always going to be viewable on every scene we go ahead and select through. And we go ahead and hop into this lobby. Giants looking pretty good right now. Don't know who to root for. You gotta pick one. Giants or the Giant Slayers. Fun facts. The tallest person on the Slayer side is Frank at 6'3". Shortest is, I believe it's Franco at 5'1". Shortest on the Giant side is 7'1". I do not recall who the shortest one is among them, but the tallest is 8'3". So when I say giants, I mean giants. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hop right in here. Keep in mind that the winner, so Bear, gets to strike 2 stages. Let me go ahead and let them know. Bear strike 2. Okay, he's doing it. And then Mango selects from remaining. Lemmy, thank you so much for the cheer. We're going to go ahead and get back into the battle here. Here we go.
She's slaying on my giant until I lose stock.
Yeah, I'll say. Thanks for that, Lemmy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hop into Godai Delta. Yep, just as I suspected, we have Franco on his Galvin, and we have Bear on his Loxodont. We are starting at 7:45, which might be a little late, but it gives them time to get into position. 3, 2, 1. All right, the match starts. Immediately, both characters are starting with their projectiles, and Bear goes in for a grab. Is caught off guard there by a side special to punish some jab game, standing jab game. Gets him on a platform. These are excellent positions for Loxodont's punish game whenever Franco lands on platforms. We get the magnet parry, and we're going to see that a lot from Bear, who has been practicing a lot of projectile parrying lately. And again, to all of my competitors today, if you ever want to join me in commentating, feel free to do so. If for some reason it doesn't work, just let me know. So far, we're looking pretty even still, but we've got Galvin off stage. Franco able to get back center stage, looking for some forward tilts here. Manages to push Bear off a little bit, but gets the grab after blocking a special ledge recovery. But is just behind him and falls to an up tilt from reverse from behind. You guys two are playing middle, but because we have the galvanized state, Galvin is able to push forward with a longer range forward special. Off stage, we're going to see the drill's going to save him, prevent him from getting hit from that meatball. You never want to be below a Galvin. You never want to be above a Galvin. Not a lot of positions you can be in versus a Galvin other than being the faster player. Looking pretty even here still. This is an excellent position for the Giants to be in, to be so close and still technically up 2 stocks here. Oh, thank you for reminding me to update that. That is something specific to... There we go. Thanks for the reminder, Neon Puma. I've gone ahead and updated that. I gotta remember to do that every time because this is the only thing I have to manually adjust besides... the names are automatic. Once I type those in, they're good to go, but I do have to manually adjust those. If something ever does look wrong on the stream, go ahead and let me know so I can fix that. Really high percents for these two on Godai Delta. Honestly love to call this stage by its real name, the Stay Alive Delta, because people never tend to die on this stage. The blast zones are huge, except for the ceiling, which was reduced. Goodness, it had to have been at least 7 months ago at this point. Oh, but it's going to go ahead and jump straight into a down strong. Looking really good for the Giants, but he does manage to get 1 stock reverse immediately. Still pretty even here, but the Giants being up 2 stocks still technically. Two guys who hate to die on Don't Die Delta, that's right. The Slayers here are going to want to try to get this stock as soon as they can, which doesn't look too impossible right now. Magnet's doing just enough work to keep him out. Gets him with the drill on the platform. Still trying to be very careful with this magnet play here. But Bear is going to look for those openings where he can get in with something like a dash attack or a side special. Manages to hit him with the down special combo. What an excellent grab there, comboing straight from the meatball. He's looking kind of dangerous here. Oh, and he dropped the stock. The Slayers are now down 3 stocks to the Giants. The Giants are looking pretty good here with their 3-stock lead. Franco's going to want to go ahead and clean this one up here to get his team back on track. Looking good so far. If we can just go ahead and find that kill here. Not quite yet, though. Still, Galvan is very dangerous. We get the side special, Galvanized side special, knocks him off stage, but he's going to go ahead and use his down special to get back on. It's so difficult to approach these magnets, these meatballs. So the two are just sort of like playing each other out here, looking for their opening. Not quite able to get the up strong. Franco magnets in the wrong direction, but is able to get it to come back anyways by galvanizing. We're going kind of deep here. We're going to need to get back on stage. All right, are we going to be able to find the kill here? Not quite able to yet. Looking pretty close here still. It's anyone's game. Be absolutely huge if the Giants are able to take one more stock here, but we want to see the Slayers try to get back on track here. An incredibly dangerous position for both fighters, but since we have the UFO, we can get back to the stage safely. Looking kind of dangerous, but is able to get back with the side special. What I'd really like to see here from Franco is a just spacing out some forward strongs here should do the trick. Galvan's forward strong, tremendously powerful, and will no doubt fake out Loxodon at this percent from any position. But we're going to get the forward air instead, and excuse me for a second, Franco is able to go ahead and clutch that one out for his team, keeping that lead from growing anymore. We're going to go ahead and swap on over. I've got to change up the HP here a bit. Before we move on. Oh, nope, not Frank. Franco at 30 HP. Give me 1 second here. And I should be going back to the versus screen before even jumping onto this. Here we go. All right. So our next match is going to be Franco running a single stock versus Dr. Optics. Let's see if I can go ahead and get into their... Oh, it's going to be the same server. Let me go ahead and jump back in. Makes sense. They don't have to change it up since... 061. Yeah, we're just nope, looks like he might have made a... Uh-oh. Okay, yep. Give us a second while we go ahead and reorganize these lobbies. I'm going to set up another poll here. We're just going to keep doing the same... We're just going to keep running the same poll, and you can continue to cheer for your favorite team as we go through. Remember, for the poll, it is not who do you think is going to win, it's who are you cheering for. There we go, new poll is up. Show your favorite team your support. You can vote as many times as you like. Just keep in mind each... Oh, come on. Each time you vote, each extra vote you do is 1 channel point, so you can get yourself a whole lot of votes in. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that for just a second. Bear with the excellent start here, pulling ahead 3 stocks for his team here. Which is an excellent start, puts the Giants in a really good position. The Slayers are going to have to do a little bit of catch up here. And they are good to go as soon... Yeah, okay, there we go. Y'all are good to go. As soon as you're ready. I hear that. Y'all throwing tomatoes. Looks like Kuma is cheering for the little guys here tonight. Let's go ahead and switch on back over to this screen as the two strike stages and pick. Let's swap out... Oop, not him. Swapping out to the next player here. The teams are sorted by big fighters against the small guys. Yes, we are doing a themed crew battle tonight. The crew battle theme is Giants versus Slayers. The tallest fighter on the Slayer side is 6'3". The shortest fighter on the Giant side is 7'1", tallest being 8'3". Alright, so we go ahead, because this is a crew battle, you only play with as many stocks as you have, which means that Franco has to start with one stock, and as soon as the time is 7:45, you are good to go! So what we're really looking for in this situation, you can't put the onus on one fighter alone to close out that gap, but what we're hoping for here is that Franco can get to at least 2 stocks here, which would be huge for his team to start closing that gap. All right, we're going to go ahead, an unfortunate SD, but exactly what the Slayers are going to be looking for tonight. Or, yeah, the Slayers are going to be looking for any edge they can get back in this fight here. Goes ahead, gets Dr. Optics off stage, but is able to get back to center and starts the combo here on Galvin. Remember, all Dr. Optics has to do here is get a single stock to knock Franco out for the night. We've got Petty cheering for the big guys. Seems quite appropriate considering the size of the man himself. I can't list my bias, but you can assume, based on my own height, where I might be, where my allegiance may lie tonight. Ooh, excellent spacing on that forward tilt. We're just looking, hopefully Franco here can get one more stock to close that gap a little bit. Actually catches a mid. Oh, but it drifts out just far enough so that he doesn't get caught by the second up special. Remember, guys, if you want to win a copy of Rivals of Aether 2 for yourself or your friends, you can go ahead and type !giveaway in the chat to get a link to the forum to sign up and win a copy of the game. Excellent call out there to get that forward strong kill here. We're just going to see both fighters are now at 1 stock. Franco going to do everything he can to possibly take one more here and start to close that stock difference here. Franco able to get back to stage. This is not looking like too bad of a situation for Franco. Sure, he is at kill percent versus Lorena, but oh, are we going to be able to? Yes, manages to survive with some good DI. Dodging kill moves here. We just got to be so careful. Excellent spacing is going to be the name of the game today. Oh, but the forward tilt is going to do it. And we have Dr. Optics moving on here to the next match with, let me double check. That was a single stock left, right? Yes, we are moving on. Dr. Optics has a single stock here. Let me go ahead and clean that up here. There. Dr. Optics is 30 HP. Ooh, accidentally gave him 1,000. Not today. Maybe later. No, Frank. Okay, so up next we're going to have Frank playing for the Slayers. Yeah, excellent job from Franco too there to go ahead and close up that gap. Now it will be up to Frank to finish the job here. Or Dr. Optics could go ahead and bury the Slayers even further. Giants are looking pretty tough here tonight. Frank is also out of region, so we are playing on Frank's best American server here. gonna go ahead and join this room. Make sure I've got HP values all set correctly. Oh yes, we are looking good. Still got 3 minutes left. Looks like people are really cheering for the Slayers out here tonight. Big voices, little fighters. Stop. Oh my god. Stop feeding him, he's fall. Uh-huh. Alright, you guys are good to go ahead whenever. We're gonna go ahead and jump in here. Go ahead and make sure the players are correct. Nope, that is the correct one. We are swapping over. Frank will be playing versus Dr. Optics. Let's go ahead and see which stage we opt for. We are going to Rockwall. Dr. Optics on Lorena versus Frank on Edalus here tonight. Dr. Optics only finished the previous game with 1 stock, so he has to play through on 1 stock, and it will be up to him to get as many stocks as he can to try to keep that lead. And it will be up to Frank here to try to clean this up without losing any of his own. But any stock that Dr. Optics can take here tonight is going to be huge for his team. Right, so far we're doing pretty even here, but we managed to go ahead and catch the bear out. Trying to hit him with a little bit of a cheeky chair. Gets back on stage, and we're back in neutral here. Goes in really deep on Frank. Tries to get a cheeky up strong, fully charged one. We're looking for some command grabs here on the ground. And considering the size of that bear, it'll be pretty easy to land those. We gotta watch out for that ice on the floor there. It's going to make it very easy for Frank to get around, as it greatly reduces Edalus's friction speed. Yep, we've got both these fighters on their wrestling skins too. Incredibly appropriate for the Bombo League, that is the Brute Offensive Monster Brawlers organization, hosting tonight's crew battle, Giants versus Slayers. Remember, if you are just tuning in, type yourself !! giveaway in the chat to enter to win a copy of Rival 2 for you or your friends. And we're gonna go ahead and find that. We're getting that first stock here for the Giants. The Giants are looking so clean tonight. Could we possibly see another stock for the Giants here? Or is Frank going to go ahead and clean that up and start getting on damage control here? Gets himself some armor, which is going to make it a lot harder for Dr. Optics to find those cheeky kills. The forward strong isn't going to do it. Manages to shield it just in time, but the up strong will do it. And we go ahead only losing a single stock and managing to clear out Dr. Optics for the night. Good job from everyone who has played so far. We are doing fantastic here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are having a great time here, honestly. I'm very satisfied with everything going on so far. Let's go ahead and clean this up here. Dr. Optics is KO for the rest of the night, and the Giants will be moving on to the 3rd player, that is Alistair. Here we've got Frank down to 30, not 30, we're down to 70 HP tonight. There we go. I accidentally turned someone into Crag. Let's fix that. There we go. So Frank is going to go ahead and we can just stay in this lobby. We're going to stay in this lobby, and Alistair, same lobby, because we... there we go. Okay, perfect. They are right on top of that. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into this match here. I'm going to go ahead and open up a new poll as well. Just as before, we've got a huge lead for the Giants now in votes. Teddy contributing 291 channel points to pull the Giants way ahead in the vote. I'm going to go ahead and open up a new vote here. Who are you cheering for? All right, at 7:47, we begin our next match. Frank is only down 1 stock here, but we are already... oh, let me go ahead and change up the player. Not that one. There we go. Thanks for checking on that, Neon Puma. Yeah, never feel shy to correct me, guys. I always want to make sure everything on the screen is correct at all times. So thank you so much for that. Ooh, we're gonna fall right into that forward strong too. So far, looking pretty good. Looks like Frank may be able to go ahead and pull this one back immediately, but we're gonna go. We roll out of that forward strong. Not gonna sit there and take it no more. Gonna go high to avoid that meatball. Very high, in fact. Let me go ahead and refresh that poll because I see that the poll group is not updating correctly. I do see y'all are voting. Let's make sure that that comes out properly, and it's not. But the voting should be showing up properly for at least Twitch viewers. We've got 64 votes for Giants, 63 votes for Slayers. It is pretty even right now. See if Frank is going to be able to pull this back for... we're so far so good. Just has to hold on to this stock as long as possible. Can possibly flip the tables here. That forward air is going to go ahead and do it. We are down to our last stock on Frank. Gets the armor. It's going to make him a little harder to get those cheeky kills off on him. But we may see... Oh, it goes for a premature parry here. Now we've got that ice on the center of the stage, which is going to make those dash attacks very potent. Kind of got Guy in a position, or Alistair in a position here. Not able to really get off of that ledge, just stuck over there. A combination of ice and the threat of a dash attack and a forward air like that is going to be so difficult to deal with when we are on our kill hit here. Oh, tries to get that down air, but Frank is going to be able to recover anyways. These two are back in neutral. Still pretty close. If Frank is able to grab this stock, the game will be pretty even at that point. Well, I can go ahead and update names right now. We've got Alistair, who is currently at 70 HP, and Frank, who's at 30, but not looking too hot right now in his position. Both fighters on their kill hit. Oh, but is able to go ahead and grab that stock with a forward air. Oh, not quite able to get a cheeky up special kill there, but we are going to want to possibly see something along those lines as we continue the stock here. And the back air, or the back throw is going to go ahead and do it, then knocking Frank out for the rest of the night. Giants still looking pretty good here.
I don't have time for this.
All right, and with that, we're going to go ahead and make a new lobby, so bear with us as we set that up here. Still a very close set so far. We have the Slayers moving on to their fourth fighter, but the Giants' third fighter is already on the ropes. Yeah, good job, Frank. Really pulling that, really pulling this crew battle back into line here. Again, while we are setting up, make sure you are filling out your form to win a copy of Rivals of Aether 2. You can win that copy for yourself, or you can win it for a friend. You can win it for 2 friends. You can win it for 3 friends. Get yourself a free-for-all going with the new items mode that is coming out on April 7th. You'll be able to play on 10 casual stages with 20 new items and a new character as well that is Slade the Shark, who's going to be playable April 7th. And all of that is coming out for free for both people who already own the game and people who are going to be winning the game tonight. Ooh, Frank's saying he's got to leave you with one stock or else Leo wouldn't have had his fun, huh? All right, we're going to be hopping in here in just a minute now. Ads for another minute. All right, don't start ads playing. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Anytime ads happen, just call that out for me. We'll go ahead and make sure to delay the match. We are seeing a crazy voter turnout here. What is that breakdown looking like? Teddy once again pulling ahead for the Giants here, voting 567 channel points for the Giants. But the Slayers pulling out 702 points, a 55% to 45%, a 10% lead here. Oh, let me go ahead and make sure Alistair's HP is set properly here. Yep, we got to go ahead and bump Alistair down to 30 HP. There we go. All right, just let me know when those ads are finished and we can go ahead and hop into the next match. All right, ads are finished, so we can go ahead and start. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and swap on over to here. Make sure that we've got the correct fighters up on stream. Team 2. Nope. We are doing Team 2, Player 4. Here we go. Look at that shorty. For all intents and purposes, these two truly are. Get that little refresh here. Get these two back in line. There we go. Yeah, I've currently got the ad set on Twitch to run every 30. I have it set to max length, but then it lets them, they don't have to play as frequently. So then as soon as like, you just call out an ad break and then, when you call out an ad break, then we just wait for 3 minutes until we're good to go. All right, so we are looking 3 seconds, 2, 1. These two are good to go. We're going to see if Leo can go ahead and clean this up for the Slayers. He's got to pull 3, he's got to go ahead and get himself one stock here to go ahead and bring it back to even. But if Alistair can pull just even one stock here, it's going to be a, that huge lead still for the Giants here. Every stock counts in a crew battle. We've got, let's see, let me do the math real quick here. We've got 7 stocks still for the Giants and 6 stocks for the Smalls. At this rate, though, we may have to go ahead and change the Giants team name to the Giant Slayer Slayers. They're looking pretty clean right now. And if we can get a stock here, even a single stock, not going to do it with that forward strong, but possibly able to catch him on the rise. Not going to reach with that forward air. Ooh, almost finishes it there, but the back air is going to do it. The Giants stay ahead, are guaranteed to keep that lead here, and the more stocks that Alistair can get, the better their team is, the better off their team is. It's going to take a little bit of effort here from Leo to go ahead and finish up the game. All right, there we have it. We are going to go ahead and I apologize for the top bit here blocking the timer. I will have that cleaned up for next time. But let's go ahead and clean up those HP bars here before I move on. Got still pretty even, but the Giants are up one stock right now. Right, we are checking to see if Chicago is fine for row. If it is, we will go ahead and stay in this lobby. All right, looks good. So we're going to probably stick around here for a bit. It is time for an even more ferocious bear on Force Burn. We're going to be seeing roleplay Force Burn into Leo's Aether here. These two are very practiced against each other. We're going to be seeing these two play as if they've been fighting all their lives, know every single thing these two are going to pull on each other. Right now, these Slayers are still in the lead. Over 1,500 channel points contributed. Let's go ahead and run that poll one more time. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into stage picking and banning. Let me go ahead and make sure we've got the correct players on both sides here. There we go. Let me see if I can go ahead and stop blocking the... Let me see how that looks. I have an idea. Let me do this instead. We're going to go ahead and just... I'm just going to drop the opacity on that so you can see the timer. That looks fine to me. Okay. All right. So these two are good to go now. The Slayers are only down one stock on the Giants here. But we are getting into our team anchors here. Both of the, like I was saying, both of these fighters high ranked in Bombo League currently. We've only run our preliminary so far, but both of these fighters are in the top 8. Possibly, yeah, I believe they're both in top 8 at this rate. Possibly even climbing the ladder on not this Sunday, but the Sunday after, when we run our double elimination bracket. Both of these fighters are going to be hoping to climb their way to the top. So far, looking pretty even for both of these fighters on their first stock. But when you are playing a stock behind, even is the last thing you're going to want. The Aether Stomp Stomp Taunt is too cute. I agree. Everything Aether does is too cute. We're going to see a first stock here for either side here. Both percents are pretty high, and Force Burn kill percents can be pretty low, even against the bear, if you can get just the right setups here. Holding that shield for a really long time, but you're not going to want to get caught on these platforms above an Aether, who's going to be able to send you flying with up tilt. Manages to get the special pummel. We're going to want to watch out here. We clear those out with a slow rise up onto the stage. Puts on his armor. It's going to make him really hard. Oh, and manages to catch the recovery with a forward strong. The Giant Slayers are pulling back into position here. A very even game. Even at 111%, Aether is still a threat, especially on Fire Capital. A lot of the stage covered in ice now, which is going to make Aether's mobility very potent. Oh, but Bro is incredibly familiar with that move in particular, the special ledge get up. Spaces out a punish for that. And now we're going to see potentially getting a kill here, but does some clone shenanigans, trying to find a 124% kill move here, but with no smoke on the screen. It's going to be a little bit tougher, but we do get... Force Burn is now smoke empowered. It is possibly going to look for, goes for the neutral special, which is going to cover most of the stage in smoke, giving him more opportunities. But we have gone ahead and done it, ladies and gentlemen. The Slayers have gone ahead and evened out the entire crew battle. Both of these fighters now are at kill percent on completely even stocks. It is now anyone's game, any team's game. The Slayers or the Giants could be taking this tonight. Leo is on top of his game, just living to insane percents here on Fire Capital, as one does. But that's all it's going to take. Is he going to be able to get back to stage? He's going to be able to get that wall jump and manages to up special just to ledge sweet spots it, so he's not able to be punished. Gets the back air, but it is the soft hit, so is unable to kill off of that, but lands on the platform and goes for a recover or a get up attack. This is a dangerous position for that fighter to be in. Holding shield a little bit long there is probably going to be able to recover off of this unless Leo has something to say about it, but gets the tech and rolls onto the stage. Floor hugs the forward strong and gets the back air, and that's going to go ahead and do it. These Slayers are in the lead, if only for a moment. But Leo's going to go ahead and be able to get back 187% on this bear, but he's going to go ahead and get the combust and manages to get the kill. The game is completely evened out. The entire crew battle is completely evened out. Could you ask for a more exciting way to end the night? But we still got, don't go anywhere, because we still got another 2 fighters after this. Goes to try to parry the special pummel, but doesn't do it quite in time. Their shield is frozen. It's going to look pretty tough here for Ro to get back to stage, but does teleport into the smoke cloud and is able to get back, grabs the ledge. The percents are looking pretty rough here for the Giants now as Slayers pull ahead. Gets another special pummel. We're going to have to start seeing you press that B button a little bit more. Almost dies off the top, but not quite. Fire Capital working against him just a little bit this one time. Manages to cancel out that down strong. Keeps him, gets him off stage with a few dash attacks. Oh, just jumps over the forward strong. We are going to be seeing Ro is going to have to be incredibly careful here, as any hit is going to go ahead and finish him off here, as he still has to do a lot of work to kill this bear at only 78%. Just dodges out of the way of that down strong. 171%, able to use Fire Capital at least to his favor in this position. He's going to go for the raw up strong, but gets pushed off with a dash attack, dodges through the icicles. You're seeing such careful play here from Ro, too. Goes a little low, but is still able to recover. Is this going to do it? Not quite. Is able to get back to stage. 190 to 92%. We're going to have to be careful with holding that shield. Your shield is not recovering. You only get your shield back from hitting your opponent when it's on ice. This is a dangerous position for both fighters now. We're going to be looking for a setup, though, and misses the combust. Is not going to be able to land that. Very dangerous position. Your shield is on ice. But is he going to be able to go down and finish this? He lands a forward strong, but he lands behind him and he breaks the shield! Oh, but he falls out of the up strong! He's going to go ahead and try to freeze the shield again. 224%, does not die. Oh, but he goes a little too low. And the Giants are going to fall behind now as Leo manages to hold on to his last stock to face the final opponent here tonight. Let's go ahead and update those HP percents and move back to the crew battle versus screen. The Giants are now down to their final fighter. It is up to Adamantor to take out 4 stocks now to finish up this crew battle. We're going to go ahead and jump into this next match. Very soon we're going to be reusing the same lobby. Kuma says he can't believe he's cheering for Leo. We've got Leo on his last stock here, which means he is only 30 HP now. Let me go ahead and run one more poll. Here we go. A poll's already active. Hold on, give me 1 second. Fighters are good to start whenever. Let's go ahead and swap on over here. Slayers are still in the lead on the polls. Let's go ahead and also make sure that these fighters are updated here. The Giants are down to their last fighter. All right, here we go. It is up to Adamantorts to go ahead and wait. Oh, wait, hold up. We got to go ahead and restart here. Thankfully, nobody was hurt in the starting of this crew battle match. 7:47 or 7:45. These two are good to go. Let's go ahead and get started here. Adamantort has to is desperately going to be searching for one stock without losing any of his own. Every stock loss is going to make this final match any harder, but Leo can also just possibly get a 3 stock here and finish it up for the Slayers. But we're going to see the pairing, and we just have to see a little bit of cleanup here. Tito's Adamantort on Arcane is known for some incredibly tricky KOs here that you just don't see coming until you're already dead. Gonna look for some spacing, gets the parry, and is going to get a reverse forward strong. Are we gonna see another parry? No, goes high, tries to get an up special or an up air. Lands right in front of Adamant. Oh, goes for the bubble butt! And Adamantor goes ahead and saves the Giants, managing to go into the very last fight of the night here with Smalls. Let's go ahead and wrap this up here. Leo is knocked out for the night, is not able to clutch the lead for his team here, but did do excellent in his previous match. Good job to Leo so far. Both teams are doing excellent so far for them to be coming to their final match with both fighters at full HP. Go ahead. I'm not sure why I didn't have Smalls at 100 HP, but now he is. There we go. And let's see if these two are going to be going to a different server. Same server, so we're going to go ahead and just sit in here for a bit. Yeah. Leo was up against 3 different opponents tonight. Finished off Alistair, finished off Ro, and almost took a stock off of Adamantort tonight. Doing excellent work for the Slayers, and now it is up to Smalls to finish off what Leo started here. Remember, because nobody is dropping any stocks here, both fighters are at full HP. We're just going to jump in, fighting at don't have to stall, can fight at 8. There we go. Right, we're going to go ahead and jump in here. We are down to both of the final fighters of the night. Give me a second while I set these up. There we go. And then let me just... refresh that. Yep, you guys are good to go. No need to wait. You can go ahead and jump right into the fight here. This is the final fight of the night to determine who the winner is between the Giants and the Slayers. Just within the hour, remember, as soon as this match is finished, we are going to be doing our giveaway of 11 copies of Rivals of Aether 2. So tell your friends, tell your neighbor, tell your dog. Every single person can sign up and win a copy of Rivals of Aether 2 tonight. You can win one for yourself, you can win one for your friend. We're trying to get as many people as we can in before the big casual update, where they will be releasing the casual game mode with 10 casual stages, 20 items to play with, and a brand new character who utilizes all of them. Blade the Shark will be playable April 7th. So far the match is looking pretty even. These two fighters are also incredibly familiar with each other. Everything is riding on these two fighters tonight. Leo in the monster chat telling him to de-shell this turtle. Goes for the reverse hydroplane here. Looking incredibly close for both fighters. Doesn't have a puddle. Okay, does have the puddle on stage. I don't know how I didn't see that. Oh, goes for a cheeky up special, but isn't able to get it, and almost hits the blast zone to that down strong. Stalls a little bit with a forward air. Not quite able to get that back air, but is looking pretty deep there. Drops a puddle just in case. Tried to pick up the puddle for a strong, but is pushed off stage with a throw. Seeing a TikTok, and that's going to go ahead and not kill. Is able to bubble butt, but is not able to orca hop up the stage. So far, looking pretty good for the Slayers here, unless the Giants can go ahead and get a floor hug. Down strong is gonna do it. You've got to be careful with those jabs here at a low percent on a heavy character. So far, let me check the poll here because it doesn't look like it's updating quite properly. It's still looking pretty close, 73 votes to 83 votes. The Slayers are just pulling ahead 55%. They keep getting more and more votes here. We've got Pan, that's Koopa, Kumazone are contributing the most points here. Ember the Lion, all voting for the Slayers here. And Teddy doing his best to contribute to the Giants. Giants, I hope you know you've got a very dedicated fan in the chat here. I'm gonna go ahead and just manage to get back on stage. He's gonna look for some TikTok shenanigans, but manages to hit them with the puddle, keeps them at bay. But is knocked into an up tilt with clouds rather, is able to get back on stage. The two are looking pretty low. Oh, let me go ahead and update HP values here. Might as well. What else should I be doing? So we've got Smalls still, 2 stocks left, but Adamantort, the Giants on their tournament stock here, their crew battle stock. Ooh, not quite able to finish off that stock here, but at 99%, it's not going to take too much here, but does air dodge out of the way of that up strong. Adamantor desperately looking for this kill, not trying to let... Oh, but goes for a cheeky... We're going to have to be incredibly careful here. It is now looking incredibly dangerous for the Giants here. No puddle on stage. It's just getting thrown left and right. We are now entirely lapped here. Goes for the parry with a TikTok. 170% still manages to survive. Goes for a lightning line. It is looking very dangerous here for the Giants. The Giants are about to be slain. It is up to Tito, to Adamantor, to Poulter. Manages an up strong, or an up special to get that kill. We are both on our last stock here, but it is looking very dangerous right now for Adamantor. Gets juggled and is thrown into the air, but is not able to be finished off. Those platforms are in a very dangerous position. Very scary to be near that cloud. Gets kicked, but doesn't quite find the sweet spot. Another dangerous position to be in. We do not want to be off stage off an ABSA like this where Smalls is throwing clouds. Is the back are going to do it? The back throw does it, and the Slayers are your winners tonight. Go ahead and...
Are overrated.
That is going to do it for the Giants versus Slayers crew battle tonight. Oh, let's go ahead and change these to winners because you guys are not knocked out. You guys have won this. Give me a second here while I give you... Let's change this to that. Get up and take your prize, your... Cheers from the crowd. There we go. All right. Congratulations to both teams, but especially the Giant Slayers tonight for going ahead and taking that victory tonight. Go ahead and make sure that these guys are centered properly. Good job to every single fighter tonight. Thank you so much for coming out to watch our crew battle tonight. Let's go ahead and start passing out some of these Rivals of Aether 2 copies. Yes, congratulations to the little guy, proving that size does not matter. All right, don't go anywhere because we are about to give away those copies of Rivals of Aether 2 live on stream here tonight. You still have a chance to enter. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your dog. Everyone can enter. You can win the copy for someone else. Just put in their Steam friend code instead of your own. Let's see here, spin a wheel. There we go. We're going to be spinning